Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the
Latin
Latin Voices.
voices.
Okay, so today we have a special guest. She's coming from California, United States, but she's originally from the Philippines. So she will join us in a few minutes. So let's first introduce ourselves. So, hi, everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but I reside now in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm also a proud digital business owner.
Hi everyone, my name is Yesenia, pero sorry, in English. Hi everyone, my name is Yesenia, but everyone knows me as Jessie. I'm a nurse by professional. I'm also a wife, and I also a digital business owner. Original from Cuba, and I live in Ontario, Canada.
Hello, everyone. My name is Isabel. I'm originally from Mexico, but I live in North Carolina, USA. I'm a wife, a mom, a grandma, and I work for the school system as an educational assistant. And I also have my digital business.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Jessie. Okay, so we also want to remind everyone that every Tuesday and every Thursday, we have our live webinar at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. So if you want to catch the live webinar to know how to learn, how to earn online, and if you want to catch the replay from yesterday, this is our host and panelist for that day.
Okay, so our host for yesterday was Merlita. She's a clinic owner and manual osteopath. Rebecca is a radiographer, and Tim Byrne is business owner, and Dorcas is a healthcare.
Also, we have Oniki, a registered nurse. Kim, she's an IT professional, and Lorraine, an accountant. So all these people were on a live webinar yesterday. And if you want to catch a replay, just register. We send you the link, and you can watch it. Or also, we can send you a new one next week. So we have the live webinar on Tuesdays and Thursday, 5 p.m. PST Pacific, or 8 p.m. Easter time.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Jessie. We also want to remind everyone that our replays have subtitles on every language, and our live webinars now have subtitles in 5 languages. So that's French, Spanish, Vietnamese, Tagalog, and Arabic. Okay, so let's bring our guest to the studio. Hi,
Hello,
Emily. Thank you for
everyone.
coming.
Thank you for having me. It's my absolute pleasure to be here with you all.
Thank you so much. So, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes, thank you. My name is Emily. I'm from the Philippines. So magandang araw, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, magandang buhay sa ating lahat. I'm coming to you live from California, and I am now proud digital business owner. I used to be an LVN, but I've been staying home for the past several years.
Mm.
Thank you so much. Okay, so let's start with the first question.
Okay.
Can you share what inspired you to start your journey in online business?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for the question. I really love answering this question. This is all started with this question. I've been a stay-at-home mom for like several years, and when my younger son was going to college 2 years ago, I knew I was going to have a lot of times on my hands. So I knew I could use that during those hours to do something productive. And I know that I wanted to help my husband also with the college costs for our younger son, and help with the home improvement projects, and also prepare for our retirement planning. And I wanted to contribute financially, but I just didn't know how to do it. I was thinking maybe do what do you call this now? Maybe write for articles for the local newspaper, like a freelancer or something like that, kind of. But I know it's not gonna give me a lifestyle. And so I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I was hoping for something. I prayed for something like this, maybe something that would drop on my lap. And this is what presented to me, this digital business. And it really got me excited because the ad I saw was actually a nurse's ad. Like, we know how much nurses make. I mean, they are one of the most stable jobs around. And for a nurse to run an ad because she's doing a business like this one, it really piqued my interest. So I checked it out, and it all started from watching the webinar.
Yes, thank you so much. That's actually pretty good. And actually, I agree with you. And what I take from what you're saying is we all start with that wondering, we all say, okay, this is enough, I need a change, yeah, like you say, okay, I have a time, what can I do with this time, I
Yes.
need to help my husband,
Yeah.
I need, to bring a little bit more income, because
Yes.
so always start with a change, that you want something different from where you
Mm-hmm.
are today. So a little bit about myself, I'm a nurse, and yes, we're making good money,
Yeah.
but the thing is, I didn't have enough time. No,
Mm-hmm.
not enough time for my family, not enough time for myself. So I was always at work or with my phone on my hands, just
Mm-hmm.
waiting for that extra shift so I can keep making more money. So that change. I was like, in 5 years, I asked myself, in 5 years, where I will be. And I think I saw myself completely. I will be doing the same thing, same shift, waiting for that five for the shift extra work. And I say, I need a change. So that's when I started looking for. But yeah, thank you so much.
You're not the only one with that mindset. Even my coach is also a nurse, and she had that issue also. She didn't want to pick up more hours. She wanted to stay home, with her family.
Thank you. Thank you, Jessie. Thank you, Emily. Okay, so let's go for the next question.
Okay, Emily, next question is what was the first step you took to learn about this business and how did it feel to make that initial leap?
Well, excitement. Well, I'm already on social media platforms like Facebook, and this business called for something like it's online. And I know I do things online. I do my shopping online, a lot of it. And I am on Facebook, so I said, "Oh, I can do this." So, and so I check it out, and it's the training that's available to me 24/7. And as long as I have the Wi-Fi, a laptop maybe or a phone, a smartphone, and I can do my training anytime. And with our new training site now, it's even easier to understand this business and follow along. And also for this business to come with a mentor and a coach, I knew I could use one. If I have to do something online, I got to have someone who would walk me through the process, not just on the first stages of the business, but throughout. And knowing that my coach, my mentor, even though they're on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast, I know I could really connect with them. And we have a big team now. And there's always someone who would answer my questions, especially in the beginning stages of my business. So that really excited me because I don't want to be like going into something like in the dark and like not knowing where to go, like which door to open. And these trainings that really opened the doors to many of these possibilities, like I can do this, like I didn't know I can learn again, new things. And so it excites me that I'm still capable to learn, even though because I'm not young anymore. My youngest is in third year college now. So knowing that I can still tap into my brain and absorb things and really get excited, rewire my brain to learn new things, it's a good thing for me. And this is why I know that this business is really for everyone, not just for the younger generation, but for all ages. That's why we even have business partners in their 70s. There was one who joined early this year in his 70s. And then we have someone I believe in over 80 years of age doing this business. It's because of the step-by-step system that we have in our training site. And lucky for us in our team, we have an IT guy who really helps us. So even though, and the community support, I mean, like even if most of my team, they're on the east side of the country, even if let's say it's midnight there or midnight here, it's 3 o'clock in the morning there, I can still bug them and ask me to, help me to, if I have any questions, let's say, doing this thing on the training. So it really got easier for me, and it excites me every day. And this is what I tell everyone, that there's nothing to fear to do this business. They're not going to be alone. And the fact that there's no selling, I don't like selling. I don't even like talking in front of the camera. What I'm doing now with you, it took a lot of conditioning in the beginning. And but I know that even though I'm doing this, I don't want to push anything to other people to buy something from me. That's not me. So I like the fact that there is no selling here. I can do this. I said there's no inventory. I don't have to sacrifice a room or the garage to do this business, and there's no quota to meet. So I can be stress free. I come to think of it, I don't like anything like pushing me to do something outside of my boundary in a way that's I'm not totally comfortable because I'm bugging people. I don't like, because I don't like being bugged myself. So yeah, that's that's what excited me to do this business and why I thought I could do it. But I also had challenges because I didn't want to go public because I'm really very introverted. I really grew up so shy. Um, so I said, when I saw this ad on the news feed, she was talking, of course, in an ad. I said, "Am I going to be doing the same thing?" Because I wasn't ready for anything like that. But you know what? Our digital business community, the business is set up in a way that we really grow. Not just have the financial freedom or the time freedom, but also the personal growth. And this is very valuable. I mean, I have read so many self-help books, and I have watched so many videos on YouTube, for like self-help, to help me grow. But this is really got me hands-on to improving myself. So I believe I am a better version of myself now compared to like over a year ago. Yeah, it's not without
Wow.
any challenges, but we have a community. Like we are doing this together, helping each other.
Yes, yes. Wow, that's a lot of valuable information that you share with us. But you said you were already on social media when you started
Yeah,
the business, so that you were already a step ahead of many of us that
I think so.
don't have social media, and we always wonder, like, okay, am I going to be able to do that?
Yeah.
Um, Especially, like you said, getting in front of a camera and talking to
Mhm.
people. But all those challenges that we go through really brings out the best version of us,
Mhm.
because everything we face, we learn more, and we are more, what do you say, we believe more in ourselves because we're
Yeah.
learning, and we know that we can do more every time. So we're not going to stop because of the challenges that we face in this business. But
Mhm.
yes, I agree with you. The training is so easy to follow that anybody can do it. It was actually designed that way because we have business partners from all kinds of backgrounds. So some people didn't have any knowledge or any experience in either the business or social media, or just being tech savvy. And the training helped everyone, because it's very detailed, and it's step by step, like you said. And just knowing that you have somebody else there, to
Mhm.
support you, like your mentor and your coach, that's another thing that adds up to your decision. You're like, okay, well, I'm gonna have somebody that's gonna
Yeah.
help me, so I won't be alone. And so that really adds to, when it comes to make a decision to whether you want to do this business or not. But at the end, it really what really matters is your mindset, and the decision that you have made to really come out of your comfort zone, to go to a new lifestyle, something that you're going to enjoy more, something that is going to be better for you and for the family. So it really adds up, and there's a lot of benefits when you join the business. I think at the beginning we don't really see all the benefits until we're in, and we're learning, and we're developing, and we're just growing. And that's when we see, wow, I didn't expect all this from this business, but it happens. So um yes, I really love to that I have the support from the community, because our community is so awesome. So um, thank you for your input, and for sharing with us.
Yeah, and the training is now available in many languages too, right?
Yes, new
Yeah,
train.
make it
Yeah.
even easier to learn it.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, thank you, Isabel. Thank you, uh, Emily. Okay, so the next question is, so what are some of the most significant benefits you've experienced since you began? So we kind of touch a little bit of this, but what can you add to it?
Well, yeah, I think that my answer is the same for everyone. It's the confidence. I mean, it really shoots up confidence. It's not that we don't have one, but the thing is, it's not as high, like the self esteem is not really there all the time. The self worth is really sometimes you question it because so- our brain, we think like we can do something, and when we don't, when we think that way, it's like it limits us. It's like it limits our capacities, and then we think a little bit low about ourselves, and we kind of like envy or jealous of the others doing the things that we can't do. But then this business really is giving us the confidence level that we need, so we can really feel good about ourselves. It's like a newfound self to me.
Mhm.
I mean, right? To all of us. I mean, unless maybe you are so used to talking in front of a camera, like but not a lot of the people that have spoken with doing this business. They are the same boat. They're not confident before doing these things, like doing go live on the pages, and then also it's something that you can pass down to generations, not just the financial aspect of the business, not only because you're spending more time with the family, but the fact that you are doing something courageous. It's contagious. You're teaching them something that, oh, I can do this too. It removes that limitation that's
Mhm.
to them, from them, I mean to say. So they know that they can do something. If there's something that maybe in the future that they want to do, but it's holding them back because I think they couldn't do it, as long as they will remember what I've done today, then I believe it's going to give them the courage to do whatever it would be, that they will have in mind later on. So that is the confidence that I'm passing on to my family also. And just be courageous, because without fear, we can do a lot of things.
Mhm.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's very good. Before we go to answer, we have a comment here. So Annie Joyce Talkie, hello ladies. Thank
She's
you for
my
watching, Annie.
friend.
And thank you for your comment.
Yeah.
We also have from Rose Faye Redouble Stefan. Hello, Emily, watching live
She's
from
my friend and
Michigan.
teammate. They're
Thank you for
nurses too
watching.
in the community. And they're doing great.
Okay, so adding to what you say, yes, I do agree. A lot of times, when we initially come into the business, we usually come to thinking like for the financial part of it, but once we are inside into the business, we realize that we get so many more than just the financial part of it. And like you mentioned, one of the first thing that we get is the getting that confidence, working on ourselves, the self development. Me too, like you, and like the three of us, the four of us that are here, we were not confident to be in front of the camera. Even though I work in the movie industry, I don't like to be in front of the camera. But like you say, we have to go out of our comfort zone. We have to overcome our fears. And we did it because we wanted to be able to connect with our audience. We wanted for them to get to know us, and also share the opportunity that we have, and we share it with them. So it wasn't an easy process. It's a learning curve, like you start little by little until you eventually, you start doing it. And then we're still not there yet. We still, you know, practice makes better. So we're getting, much better. Like if we compare to ourselves to, when we started to do lives, we can see a huge difference. Same thing, when we joined the business again, if you see yourself from when you started the business and to where you are today, you're gonna see how much you have
Yeah.
changed. So it is business, really gave a lot of benefits, and some of those benefits are like you mentioned, self-confidence, self-development, all the knowledge that we get from all the different topics that we learn in this business, advertising, marketing, all that kind of stuff. On top of that, you mentioned also the legacy, you
Mhm.
know um, you talk, one of the things that I love that you talk, like teaching your kids, how to be courageous, and also to other people. um you know remove the limitations, because yes, many times, we think we're not capable of doing something,
Mhm.
but those are self-doubts that we have.
Mhm.
And once we realize, especially when you take that leap of faith, and realize you of the things that you're capable of doing now, but you thought that you were not able to doing it before. It's just like everyone is capable of doing the things. It's just we just have to have our mindset, and change it and do it. So that's another thing. And yes, the legacy plan, um, a business that you can pass on to your kids, to your family, later on. So in the meantime, while we are alive, we can use it as a retirement plan. So,
Yes.
um, and then after that, we can pass it on to our kids. So there's so many good community is another one that is always there for you. to support you. So yes, I do agree. There's so many good benefits that this business bring to us. Just mention a couple of them, but yeah. Okay, so let's go to the next question.
What part of this business do you find most rewarding, and what has been the most challenging aspect?
Most rewarding is belonging in a community. You're a nurse, right? We know about this Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So this belonging to a community like what we have is really fulfilling that need. We are not here, no man is an island, as they say, and doing this business really proves it to be true. And there's no better way of doing something with people that rally behind you, and they share the same goals as you. I mean, the thing with this digital business, we all come here with the same goals. The same, basically. Even if we have good jobs, decent jobs, stable jobs, we still have this goals, and pretty much the same. And that's what binds us together. And so that's what I love about this business. The most rewarding part, I'm gaining friends I know I would never ever meet in this lifetime because they're all the way another continent, and another part of the country. So, and I know I haven't been to all the states in the US. So knowing that I have these people as my friends, it's a gift because I have been praying to God to give me friends in this life. And so being a part of this community is really a God's gift to me, like telling me, I got you. I have friends for you. Okay, that you can have in this life. So yeah, that's the rewarding part. And of course, like I said, knowing that we can trick old dogs new tricks doing this business, it really gives me the excitement that I can continue to learn, like learning how to use Canva, let's say, or StreamYard, or any other apps on the phone. Because at some point in time, I stopped downloading apps on my phone because I said, no, it's just too much for me to learn. But now we are like learning new things. Like we are hungry to learn more, get to know other apps and see how we can put those to work so that we can promote our businesses, right? So that part, and this mental stimulation, because I've been a stay-at-home mom for years. And honestly, all I do is just watch TV and then read books, of course, do my praying, but then somehow my learning kind of stopped. And so doing this business, like getting me back in the game. So it's really making making me my brain work again. So which is a good thing. It's like, bye dementia. So yeah, I like that. And what else? And because I was part of the Couples for Christ, I believe in 2001 to 2006, and I learned from that community that fear, I shared this article on my page some days ago, that fear is only there when we allow it. And but if we don't pay attention to it, we're not even gonna see fear. And when we try to do things that are new to us, something maybe that can be like daunting to do, that's when courage is unleashed. And that's how we see that there really is willpower in us. And to have that is a power in itself when we apply it. So, valuable things, challenging things. I know that we all need a backup plan, and this is why we do this business in this interviews and go labs and postings on our pages, to encourage everyone to create one for themselves now, for their families, because it's so devastating to have one in place, and we shouldn't wait for a setback to come before we start one, because we gotta have the mindset, the mentality to do it. Because how could you do something new if your mindset is not there because something is bugging you? So we gotta have to do this now that we are still healthy, we have the means, and we have the good mindset. And for people to like kind of like disregard it, it's disheartening to me, because this is really important. What we are sharing, it's not really to benefit us alone, but it's mostly to help them in the future. And which is why I know that this business is really ethical, because as we help ourselves, we are helping others, and they're helping others. It's like a ripple effect. So the fact that it's a scam, it's not a scam. It's been debugged as a scam. It's a good thing. And the fact that we know it has a ripple effect, it should be enough to encourage every one of us to do something, to do this business, because um it's really challenging if there's no backup plan. Maybe we can think about having traditional business, but that is a very costly thing and time consuming thing as compared to doing this business. A lot of things, we don't have to have a space to lease, let's say, or utilities to start for that location, or we don't even have to hire additional help to to run the business on days that maybe we can be present for the business. And if we want to grow, it's going to be a challenge for us, to have a location open at some other, a part of the city or a state, let's say, or other states. But this one week, because we are online, this digital, it runs on our phones, we can easily grow, our businesses outside of our localities. And which is why the challenge I have now is how else can I, show everyone that it's really high time for all of us to have a backup plan and to have it now, because we have to position ourselves. So there.
Yes, yes, I completely agree with you. Challenge are hard. Have that change. That's something you had never done. Something that is kind of difficult. It's hard. And it can be a little bit afraid. Can be a little bit like But that's the part, like the rewarding part. That when you move from there, that you can move on. You can do things and you can see results. As you say, one of the rewarding things that we love is our community, like contacting with people around the world and the connections that you made. And it's not just that. Sometimes there are different ways, like different people out there that start the business for different reasons. For there are people that start the business because of the community, because they will have someone to talk, they will have someone to interview or something like that, because they're alone. So it's just rewarding can be anything that can become after a challenge. So the only way that you can for everyone is watching us, that you can is just start. Why not challenge yourself, register, and know what we're talking about, know what we are all excited about. So yes, I completely agree everything that you say, and better could not be said.
Thank you, Jesse. So we have an emoji comment here. Thank you, Liliurka Compagnoni Barroto, for your emoji. Thank you for watching.
Hi Lily, thank you for watching.
Hi, Lily.
Okay, so we're going to go to the next question.
Okay, Emily, next question is, what valuable lessons have you learned along the way that have shaped your journey?
A lot of lessons. Actually, we gotta be decisive. We can't overthink things. We gotta, think about our actions, because everything has a cause and effect. Like time moves unidirectional; it only moves forward in forward motion. So whatever we have not done in the past, we can go back in the past to do them. Whatever we have done wrong in the past, we can go back in the past and correct them. But we can only move from this point forward. So every day that comes to us is a chance for us to do better. Like get it right with God, something like that. And every day is a chance for us to do something that we can be proud of ourselves and be thankful many years from today. We can be this better person today, prouder of ourselves than we were yesterday. So make use of the time well. And this business is really allowing, I think, all of us, in doing this business actively, take part in this, like bettering ourselves and making use of time well, because I time is limited. It's not like we don't even know when it's going to end for each one of us, but knowing that every day that comes to us we do it productive, we use the time productively. That is showing to God that we value this gift, we value the moments given to us. And other better way to do it than to do something like this, that we know that when we leave, the families that we leave behind and their families too will be thankful that, hey, Grandma Emily did this for us. So it's like really is a legacy, and in a lot of good ways. Not only the courage that we're showing them, not only the courage, the faith in God that we have doing this business, but then leaving them something that was gonna help them ride the tides, like let's say financially also, and they're gonna continue what I have started, to have this financial stability in life and spending more time with their families. So valuable lessons make most of the time available to us because there's a cause and effect. So make use of it well.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. And yes, what you said, be decisive. And I think a lot of us, that's where we
Mm,
lack, because all the time we're thinking like, I would like to do this, but I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait later. I'm just gonna wait for next week, next year. And that's how we go. And then we're losing all this time because we're not taking action, we're not making decisions. And we always think, that we have all this time ahead of us, but we really don't know.
True.
And if we do have that time, well, maybe it'll be better if you start now, start learning, start developing, start getting the knowledge, and then later you're going to be thankful that you took action and that you took that step, when you took it, instead of waiting for later, because later really, it never comes. When you say later, later, it keeps, like, today, okay, I'll do it later, and then tomorrow you say the same thing, and then that's how we go. But yes, I really think that, a lot of us, we really don't make decisions quickly enough to make a change in our lives and to make a difference. And we want to see it, we want to have a different life, but we are not doing anything to change it, and that's where we are wrong, because change is not going to happen unless we take action, unless we do something different. So
Thank you,
true.
Isabel. Thank you,
mhm.
Emily. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Okay. Is it you, Jesse? I can't remember.
What advice could you give to those one who may feel skeptical or uncertain about about joining?
Yeah, advice. We give this every day, right? On our pages when we post anything on our page. Yeah, but if you are someone looking for a better lifestyle, if you want a better life for your family, better than what you had growing up, without the financial struggles, and spending more time with your family, and you're missing out on a lot growing up because everything you want to do needs money, required money, right? Like it says, to be in sports, or let's say to be in a dance group, all those required money. And I had spoken to my coach last week and said the same thing. She had the same issue with her daughter growing up, and she didn't have much at the time, and everything that her daughter wanted required money. So if we don't have that, we know that we really missed out. Like, I wanted to learn how to play the piano when I was little, but then we didn't have the money. We didn't even have a piano. But I was so, like, I asked my mom, can you please at least find me someone who has a piano and have them teach me? So we found one. But then the thing is that this person could not play the piano anymore. So if you want something better for your family, better than the life that you had growing up, then don't miss out on every opportunity that comes by, because this one is an opportunity, and it's probably has been knocking on your door every day whenever you see us do these interviews or doing our go lives or posting on our pages. Maybe it's telling you something. I found this business 2 years ago. I didn't do it right away, but for good reasons, because I wanted to start up a blogging site. And then 10 months later, I saw this again. So I took it like, maybe God wanted me to do something because my blogging site is already up and running, because that was actually for God, that blogging site. And so he wanted me to do this. And I know for a fact he wanted me to do this because I asked everyone in my family to pray for me to, before I even started doing this business, to see if this is really what God wanted for me. And I felt the support for the very first time, from my family. All of them, like in unison, said something like, we are rooting for you, we are praying for you. So, and knowing the fact that I have this, these prayers with me, I felt good starting this business. So of course you have to seek guidance, and you have to, along with that, you need to unleash that courage within you, because it's in you. Like we have said, don't overthink. And inaction really is going to delay us, keep us off track of things. And it's not good for us, because we can only live one day at a time, and we keep on doing that, it's going to be, life is going to repeat itself. And if the life is going to repeat, it's something that we don't like, why continue to do that path? So we need to make an action now. So that's why we say take action. And yeah, we have webinars on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but it's registration is open, so you can go ahead and register with your name and email address, person, you will get the link instantly to watch the replay from yesterday or the one we're gonna have tomorrow. But what's important is that this is what October 30 already.
Mhm.
Just a couple more days. Well, one more day. It's gonna be November. What have we done so far? From the beginning of the year, have we advanced? How are meeting our goals, our financial goals for our family? We made promises to our families. What are we doing? What have we done so far to make those promises to them come true? We want to be proud, saying that I made this promise and I kept the promise. And just be courageous, because without it, and don't nothing to be afraid. You're gonna have a community like this. I haven't even met anyone in this panel in person, but we are doing this together. This is how big we are. This is how committed we are in helping each other, even
Mhm.
if we are not financially tied to one another. So, and we will welcome you. We were going to walk you through the process. Nothing to fear here. And just do your own digging if you want. I have spoken to someone in one of my interviews before. She did really her research. Even before she started the business, not only did she started researching online if this is a real business or not, but she went ahead and contacted many, many other business partners doing this business to see how they're doing, to see how legitimate this business is. So do your own digging too, and you'll find the same thing. We are real people doing a business and giving you real results.
Yes, yes, I completely agree with you. You say everything that I was thinking about saying, but I just had to say something else. So everyone that's watching, or if you want to get out of there of that bus, you want to move out of that bus, you want to change, be something. I just say next year, be something else, or at least those goals to make it happen. You know what to do. Just you need to do something about it so your future can change. So yeah, completely agree.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Jesse. We got one more comment here. We have She Ducusin, watching from Florida. Thank you for
Hi,
watching.
Shay. She's
Yay.
Hi,
my
Jay.
teammate.
Watching.
She's also a nurse. But this is not just for nurses, okay?
Okay, so let's go to the next question. Um, so, lastly, are there any words of wisdom or encouragement you'd like to share with our viewers?
Yeah, it's about time, how important time is. It's hard sometimes to believe that time marches on, and yet it does. And because the end of the year it draws near. I have a background here, but I don't know if you can see the Christmas tree behind me. See, I have the Christmas tree already. Yeah, it's because it's going to be November, December soon. This is how fast time flies. It was just the December, January 1st. It was like almost yesterday. Come to think of it, so time marches on. So we gotta do something now, because time waits for no one. And like how the events are being scheduled on our calendars, finding a common time to do things together as a family, like having a photo shoot. I remember a friend before, she told me when her kids were little, it was easy for her to gather everyone to have a family photo shoot at the mall. And now that they're all in college working, it's so hard to find a common time to do this, family things. So yeah, that's how time flies. In a blink of an eye, we think, we're in different time already. Like this is already 2024, going on 2025. So what are we doing with time? Procrastination is our enemy, and really delaying us reaching our success. And again, overthinking is another. And pretty much everything there is a cause and effect, like I had said earlier, and our actions today will have an impact somehow tomorrow or the next year, whenever that is. But it will have, because it's unidirectional. What we do now will have some cause and effect tomorrow. And just create a backup plan now, because you're gonna thank us later. What you need, I have been like listening to this discussions on TV, even on the radio before, even in the 1990s, that we need to have like an emergency fund set up for us at least 3 months. 3 months to me is not enough. Even 1 year is not enough. With everything going expensive these days, we gotta be really on stable footing, and we can have that when we know we have something we have control. What is it? A business that we own for ourselves, because no one's gonna dictate us, the hours that we want to put into this business. It's our rules. We call our shots. So have it your way. And this is really a good backup plan, because like we say, it's a legacy. You leave it behind, and they're going to continue what you have started. It's really is a legacy. So there really is nothing to lose doing this business. And when you register on our websites, yeah, please make time to watch the webinar and just be creative. Maybe you have 2 or 3 jobs, but just watch it. You can pause, play, just finish it and don't stop there, because that's only like a sneak peek into the business. You got to register for the pre-coaching videos, because we're going to see everything happening in our digital business. Why we say this is the best option you have, creating a backup plan. And that's when I realized, I don't want to miss out on this one. It was hard for me to sleep at night, knowing there's something beautiful that I can do. And I know in every business there's a startup, capital involved. But then I weighed in the pros and the cons. If I wanted something different, it's got to be something major. I can do some small businesses, maybe like, the cosmetics, whatever. It's just that it's not going to give me a lifestyle. This is going to give me a lifestyle. And comparing this, like I have already said earlier, comparing this to the traditional business, the bricks and mortar businesses out there, you don't have to take out a loan. Like I have third year son in college, and we have home improvements to handle. And retirement is just, a couple of years, 3 years. I don't want to take out a loan or home equity loan just to fund a business, because it's going to cost me tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. To start one, I don't want to go through that. It's not for me. It's not for everyone, but this is for anyone willing to start a business and change, circumstances for them and for their family. It's affordable, really.
Thank you so much, Emily, for those words of wisdoms to share with the audience. So we have arrived to the end of our live. So we're just gonna do a quick recap of what we touched. See a sec here. Okay, so we started with so what inspired Emily, to start her online business. So she says, she mentioned she's a stay-home mom. So her younger is already in college. So um, when she, saw that her kid was going to school, she wanted to find something else, to inspire her. So she wanted to be able to contribute financially because she had also extra time. So she wanted to be doing something. Um, so she prayed for something to change her life. And, she wanted to be able to inspire, you know, to pursue this online business. Also, she was seeing herself, we mentioned about also, Jesse mentioned about seeing herself in 5 years doing the same thing. Nothing was going to change. So that's why, she also decided to, look for something so she can change her life and financial status. So then we touch about, what have you learned, what was the first steps you took to learn about the business, and how that it feels. So you say you were already doing, Facebook, so you were already online. So and this is an online business, and everything is online right now. So when you find this opportunity, you saw, the training was 24/7. I mean, we had a training, it's available for 24/7. You only needed a Wi-Fi, phone, laptop, so it was easy to follow along. um, and you also had a mentor to walk you through, so you always have someone to that can answer your question. um, and then you also love the fact that you can learn again, new things, so it rewarded that brain to learn new things. And this is, available for all ages. So we have people in the community already from 18 years old to all the way to 85 years old that we are aware uh, doing the business. So if they can do it, so can you. So we also get that community global support, because we're, because of the global community, always gonna be someone there to be able to assist you no matter what time you are doing your training or your business. We also, like she mentioned, there the training is a step by step by video. So it's available for anyone. You don't need to have um, you don't need to have any skills. The training is designed for anyone who has zero skills, zero knowledge. uh, so anyone can do it. So if you have some knowledge, that's a plus for you. But if you don't have knowledge, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's designed for that type of person. So um, you're never alone. You always have someone to help you out, and that support. We also have accountability partner. So you always is a person that is with you, and you're working together, pushing together to be able to reach your goals. So that's another plus that we get in this business. um and like you mentioned, it's stress free. It's not like when you're in a job and you get that stress, or someone, like, it's on your back saying, have you done this, or I need this. So you're your own boss. And you also mentioned that, so the business is set up so that you grow through your challenges. So you were an introvert, you were a shy, but now you have overcome those, and you're doing lives. So something that you thought that you couldn't do it before, because me, all of us, I think we were shy before, so now we're doing it. So also we touched about the benefits. So benefit again, we talk about confidence, getting more confidence, getting that confidence level. Um, Going live, being on camera. So we mentioned those. You mentioned something that I really love. What you say, pass down to generations. The being courageous. So seeing your kids, that you were capable of doing things that you never thought that you could do it. So that really inspired them, to remove those limitations. So you're an inspiration to them. So um, the other thing that we talk about was, uh, what part of the business do you find the most rewarding? So you say the most rewarding is belong to a community, fulfilling a need, sharing the same goals, same like mindset, meeting friends all over the globe, and this is something that we make every time that we do a live. We get to meet a new person, from across the globe. So that is amazing. You also got to learn new apps, new things. So, and you put them to work on your business. The mental stimulation also, um, getting getting back in the game. The willpower in itself when you apply it. So you can do stuff when you decided to do it. Um, you also mentioned that uh, backup, we all need a backup plan. So doing it now that we are healthy, good, have the means. Also, the ripple effect of helping others. Um, challenging is very challenging if there is not a backup plan. So and you talk about the traditional business, which is costly. Yes. So if you compare the online business compared to the traditional business, there's so much things that we gain from the online business that we don't have to deal with the traditional business. It's starting with all the expenses, costs that we need to pay for that. Um, and then you say that challenge is hard, or someone mentioned challenge is hard. But that doesn't stop you. You keep going. Just so even though you are afraid, you move forward to to get to see the results. And then we also talk about the valuable lessons, I think it was. Um, so we talk about, like the cost and effect. So everything has a cost and effect. So moving forward, so this is in regards to the challenges that you present. How can you, what have you learned along the way that shaped your journey? So moving forward, so every day is a change for us to get better. So be thankful, uh, be proud, make sure to use the time very well, and that is true. I think that's one of the things that we struggle when we start the business, time management. But it's something that we learn as we go, so it's a learning curve. So finding ways to make it better. Um, and we also talk about family will be tenfold in regards to the legacy to inspire families, something that you mentioned before. And the second last question for the advice that you will give to those skepticals. Um, so this is, for someone looking for a better lifestyle, living better, more time with the family. Everything we want requires money, so don't miss the opportunity. Um, you say after praying, God sent this opportunity to you. So it was a family praying, for you and you too. So God sent this opportunity. You also mentioned to those people that are out there, skeptical, don't overthink. If not change, life will continue to be the same, and that's true. And you don't know, like, many people think that their job is stable and it's going to be there forever, but unfortunately that's not the case. There is more job uncertainty nowadays, especially with the technology, the artificial intelligence taking over so many jobs, and inflation is getting double, like you pay double of what you used to buy in groceries.
Mhm.
um so also you mentioned that we are here to help others, and you do, but you also mentioned to them, do your own diligence. But this business is giving good results. So the lastly, sharing the wisdom words, you mentioned, it's about time. Time flies. We got to do something now. Time doesn't wait for us. In a blink of an eye, it goes like that, so fast. Um, so don't procrastinate, because everything is a cause and effect. So actions today will have an effect tomorrow. So we gotta do something today in order to change, the future for you and your family. um, and then we really need to be, to have something stable, to have control of our life. So you want to be the one calling your shots. So it's very good to have a good backup plan, a plan, this one that he gives, a legacy plan for your family. You got nothing to lose. Just take time to watch the webinar. And yes, this is true. A lot of people, they don't watch the webinar, and that's why they miss the opportunity, because they say, oh no, this is not for me. But you didn't watch it completely. We had a guest in the past that she said, like, she regret not having watched the webinar completely. She only saw 10 minutes and then stopped. And then 1 year later, she came back and she watched it full. And then that's when she took the opportunity. So she regret that she lost 1 year to take that decision. So make sure that you watch it completely. And like Emily said, if you need to take your time, watch a bit today and then tomorrow continue, but make sure that you watch it completely. There's always a replay so you can watch it at your own time. Also, you also say weigh the pros and cons. So see what is, has more pros and what has more cons. So that way you will take the decision. And you see, this one will give you the lifestyle that you want, the plan to retire, to be financially independent. Um, so that's it for the little recap of what we talked today. So we also want to remind everyone, we have our live webinar every Tuesday and every Thursday, 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. So if you want to catch yesterday's live webinar, this is our the hosts and panelists for that day.
Okay, so our host for yesterday was actually Merlita. She's a clinic owner and a manual osteopath. And then Rebecca is a radiographer, and Ten Vern is a business owner, and Dorcas is in healthcare.
We also have co-hosts Oyanik, she's a registered nurse, Kim is an IT professional, and Lorraine is an accountant. So these people share their history and talk about how to start your online business yesterday. So you can register, watch this one, or when you register, we can send you the new one. The new one is tomorrow, Thursday at 8 p.m. PST or 5 p.m. EDT, Pacific time.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Jesse. Yes, and like we mentioned before, replays has subtitles in any language. And tomorrow we're going to have our live webinar. So if you want to register for the live webinar, we're going to have our websites that you can register, and the live webinar have subtitles in Spanish, French, Vietnamese, Tagalog, and Arabic. So if you guys want to follow on our Facebook business page, you can follow there on the screen over here. So you get to know us a little bit more, and also the about the business. Also, we have our websites on the screen, so you can register with your name and email address, and we'll send you the invitation to watch the webinar, the same webinar that all of us will watch, where you learn, how our business plan works. You hear some testimonials of members of our community, and also you get invited to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and a little bit more information about the business. Isabel, you want to explain the audience what happened when they register in our website?
Sorry. So yes, when you register on our website, it's only to receive our complimentary webinar as just to receive the information to see our business plan. And then from there you can make a decision if you want to join the business. You are not committing to anything. You don't have to pay anything to watch the webinar. So it's just information for you to decide if you want to do the business. Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we want to thank all the viewers today that watch us, and for those watching the replays, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. Thank you for all your emojis and all your comments, and of course, thank you to our special guest today, Emily, for sharing her time with us and with the audience, uh, her story and her experience. Thank you so much, Emily.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Thank
Emily.
you.
you. The pleasure's all mine. Thank you, ladies, lady bosses.
Thank you. Okay, everyone. So until the next episode of Latin
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 Voices.
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 Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you for
Bye.
Bye.
watching.
Many blessings.